the looming drought, a failing economy, and biting poverty, President Emerson Mnangagwa's government splashed over $7.5 million United States dollars on 100 vehicles for chiefs. The chiefs who were last gifted the same just before the 2018 general elections lined up again in Harare just a few months after ZANU-PF rode to a controversial electoral win. President Mnangagwa, whose party rides on the support of chiefs to win rural votes, officially handed the vehicles, saying this would help the traditional leaders to deliver their responsibilities while improving their welfare. Mnangagwa also extended the traditional chiefs' benefits to medical assistance, construction and maintenance of roads to their homesteads through a government's budget. This was the president's speech during the handover ceremony. Let's take a listen.
Director of Ceremonies, in absentia, the two vice presidents, General Chiwenga and Colonel Mohadi, the Minister of State for Provincial Affairs, for Harare Metropolitan Province, Honorable Senator Charles Tabengwa, the Chairman of the ruling party and Minister of Defense, Comrade Shinguri Kashiri, the Minister of Local Government and Public Works, Honorable Chitando, other honorable ministers who are here, the Chief Secretary to the President Cabinet, Dr. Shwaya, senior government officials who are here, the President of the National Council of Chiefs, Senator Chief Mchana Kumalo, esteemed Mazimambo Yedu, Mese Ripano, Your Worship, Mayor of the City of Harare, Councillor J. Mafume, if you are here, ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, Nisanda Pindamdima, Chimboja member, National Anthem, Chiratanga Church, I'm such a Zogora, it was bad. It was much one go pitch recording each year. Make sure to such a palm of it is my pleasure and honor to officiate this ceremony to hand over 100 Isuzu double cab vehicles to our traditional chiefs. Given the role of our traditional leaders as custodians of our culture, our traditions, our history, and our heritage, among other responsibilities, it is necessary that their dignity and conditions be of acceptable standards. Besides being traditional leaders, chiefs are also public servants who are mandated by the Constitution of Zimbabwe to preside over their people, promote sound family values, resolve disputes, and more importantly, champion the promotion and preservation of our culture and heritage. They are a critical cog in the national governance of our architecture. Our traditional leaders are indeed the collective embodiment of who we are as Zimbabweans and the descendants of the great Mnumtapa. This gesture thus attests to my government's commitment to improving their conditions and the efficiency with which our traditional leaders undertake their duties. Ladies and gentlemen, the 100 Isuzu double cab vehicles being handed over today are the first batch of replacement vehicles for our chiefs, which is in line with the government policy of vehicle replacement. My administration further recognizes that the multifaceted functions, roles, and responsibilities of chiefs directly and indirectly contribute to unity, to peace, and to development in our communities, as well as rural development, modernization, industrialization, and ultimately the attainment of our Vision 2030. They have a role to play. We shall therefore continuously pursue such interventions to improve the welfare and general conditions of service for our esteemed chiefs. Further, my government will continue to provide medical insurance to our chiefs, headmen, and village heads from all communal areas. At the same time, government has put in place a funeral assistance package for chiefs. Your various ministries, departments, and agencies have been commissioned to provide additional services and utilities that uplift the livelihoods and the standing of traditional leaders in general. These include the construction and maintenance of access roads to the homesteads of chiefs, so that our people have access to the various services provided by the chiefs. The electrification of the homes of chiefs, provision of water and the sanitation facilities, as well as the tillage program, among other services, are equally designed to benefit our communities as a whole. So the Minister of Local Government has the responsibility of providing these issues I am stating. Despite the illegal sanctions imposed on us by some Western countries, be assured that my government will, through the Minister of Finance, Economic Development, and Investment Promotion, as well as the Minister of Local Government and Public Works, continue to address matters related to the institution of the traditional leaders. In view of the dire effects of the El Nino weather phenomenon, I want to assure the nation that measures have been put in place to guarantee adequate food for all communities of our country. Muri kuona kuti mvura yana kunaya zvakanaka, and kumatunhu mazhinji munyika nzara yatodongorera padzimba, saka hurumende inofanira kugadzirira kubatsira matunhu iwawo. I appeal to you as traditional leaders to go and reassure our people that no communities will be allowed to starve under my leadership. As chiefs, you are all impressive in the manner you deal with your people, and I urge this spirit to continue. While the identification of vulnerable households, in particular, widows and the child-headed families, should be taken timely. And imwe madzimambo muna mahedmen, masabuku, information should reach you quickly. Kuti muri yakati yatambura, muri kete yanenzara. So tine nzira mbiri dzamadzimambo, from a village head up to the chief. You should be able to identify kuti muri dzavane nzara ndedzipi. Because on the government side, local government, from the ward councillor, Shikwira, kuswa minister, ndemwe nzira yekuziva kuti muri yaita nzara ndeipi tikubatsira. Let us continue to preach peace, love, unity, and hard work among our people. I know in some communities, there are people who preach disunity, who preach tribalism and regionalism. That is not acceptable. Zimbabwe is a unitary state, not a federal state. With these remarks, it is again my singular honor to officially hand over these 100 vehicles to National Chiefs Council members, senators and senior chiefs from the 8 rural provinces of our country. God bless you all. God bless Zimbabwe.
Chiefs who have been accused of violating the Traditional Leaders Act, which prohibits them dabbling in politics, have been deep in ZANU-PF politics and accused of working as political commissars of the ruling party. Excited about the luxury, comfort and convenience offered by the new vehicles, Chiefs waxed Mnangagwa with praise.
Chinokudzwa chose nekuti zvinotirerukira mukati mekuita basa redu. Tinomanya mukati mematunhu mune tereni yakaipa yokuti kumwe kune matombo, kumwe kwafiwa, kumwe kwadini, kwarwiwa, mambo vanonzi ngavauye vaone kuti zvakamira sei. Saka natadai tinenge taitwa capacitate kuti tinge tichiita basa redu in an effective manner. Tinoramba tichikurudzira hurumende kuti improve upenyu hwedu pamusha pamambo paonekwe kuti pamusha pamambo vanhu vagoremekedza madzimambo tigovavo tinoenzana nemamwe madzimambo edunhu rino. Ukaenda kuna South Africa uchisvika pamusha pamambo unoona kuti zvechokwadi ndasvika pamusha pamambo. Saka ndinoona sokuti iri idanho rakanaka rokutanga rindikuitwa nehurumende mukuedza kuona kuti madzimambo ari kufamba, but madzimambo anodawo kugara zvakanaka kuti vagoitawo basa ravo zvakanaka.
Senisa chief negari wekumwenezi kumasvingo province wakusununguka tichipiwa zvifambiso zvinotipa kuti tigonewo kufamba tichiona tichifambira misangano yose endi tichashuvira kuti tinoda kuzvichengetedza zvakanaka tichigara tichiona mucherechedzo wekuti wapresident wekuti by 2030 nyika ino inofanirwa kunge yava pachinhano chepamusoro pamararamiro. Saka nezvavatiitira tinohwa kusununguka chaizvo. Kana nenharaunda dzedu tichakwanisawo kufamba tichiona kuti munenge mumire sei munhau yemagarisiro kuti development zvese nekuona kuti chivanhu chedu chochengetedzwa zvakanaka here munzvimbo medu.
Some of the few female chiefs in the country who were also gifted cars were elated to be assisted in their work. 36-year-old Chief Chingombe, one of the female chiefs, expressed their gratitude because they are now able to address issues that arise in the areas they represent, especially at a time when the problem of land barons is currently at the peak of news.
Ini ndikudzwa kufara zvisingambobviri kufara wanda ndisingambofungira wanda ndisingatarisire ende ndakatofonerwa ndakarivara kuti mudzimambo zvanzi yamutore mota yenyu. Saka ndikudzwa kufara zvataitwa nemutungamiri wenyika nekuti zvakuita kuti tinoita mabasa edu tichikwanisa kupinda macommunities ose mumawadzi ose tichisvika makona ese chero paita emergency especially nyaya dzemaland baron dziriko mazuva ano dzichasvika nenguva kuitira kuti tikadzise nyika tiri masole apresident ikoko. Uye zvese munhu wechikadzi pabasa rangu kungoshinga ndokunongodiwa tiine chisimbiso chamutungamiri wedu wenyika vanotipa masimba.
The car donating crazes hit the country with businessman and ZANU-PF benefactor Wicknell Chivayo leading the charge by splashing on cars for mostly artists who participated in the ZANU-PF campaign for the harmonized elections held last year. Chengeto Chidi, HSTV News, Harare.